Welcome to Narrow Ground Entertainment. I'm Steve the Unimpressed, and this is Steve Solo's 7 Days to Die Alpha 19, Episode 20. It has been longer than usual since I recorded an episode of this, so I have forgotten a little bit what exactly I was doing. It is day 34, and that would therefore make tomorrow day 35, which is divisible by 7, which means there's a zombie horde coming. Chances are good that I was working on fortifications. That would also explain all the cobblestone in my inventory. So I am going to make some more cobblestone. And while I was setting that up, I recalled what I was doing. I was planning to build more towers down at the tower place. Yes, I was planning to build more towers down at the tower place. So, I should probably organize my inventory and get ready to go and do some more of that. Due to the shocking amount of shotgun ammo I have lying around, I am going to start carrying around my double barrel. That's great to know, Trader Joel. I'm going to swing by the farm on my way over there, since I have forgotten what day we're on and whether the farm would need to be harvested today. It'll only take me a couple of seconds to check. That bird nest is empty. The farm does need to be harvested. So maybe I should take a time out for a moment and do that. Stand by. There, one mostly harvested farm. Let's get back up to the house and put all of that away. And through the magic of jump cuts, here we are at the pillars, which we need to excavate around a little bit. So I am going to get to work on that. How much do I need to excavate? I have forgotten. I think I need to dig out some of this too. Let's see if I can flatten any of this. Oh, I can flatten some of it with by placing down and then picking up wood frame blocks. Tedious but effective. How much of this do I need to do that with, and how much actually needs to be dug? Okay. Everything, it looks like, between the new pillars that I built in the previous episode can be flattened with the wood frame blocks. Now that this section has been flattened out a bit, I will do a little bit of actual excavation on the rest of this, and I'll see if I can get enough cleared here that I can build at least this corner tower before the next zombie horde night. Not sure how much it'll be necessary. Probably it won't be necessary at all. I hope it won't be necessary at all, but still a good step to take. Some of my excavating is now done. I just have a little bit left to go. I did make a few mistakes, though. I've left a few divots in the area that I was excavating in, which I did not really mean to do. Those are below the level of the ground that I wanted to be working with now. In the case of the one over here, this is actually right about where I am going to be putting my next tower, so I could actually just leave that one for now if I wanted, and fill it in with an extra block of brick, ultimately. I suppose it would start off as flagstone, or I could leave it as flagstone. These other two are not in those areas, and while I may put flagstone or brick floors in here eventually, I don't think that that's really worth the effort at the moment, and I don't necessarily want random spots of brick or flagstone just kind of hanging out here. Also, it's a waste of resources. So what I'm going to do to fill these in is craft some blocks of dirt. I think I made 4 divots, so I'm going to craft 4 blocks of dirt. And I should just be able to place those in where I want them. There, all better. Except that now they're not level. There. I did come along here and outline where the actual boundary between this level of terrain and the next block up is. And it is a little bit odd. We've got one piece that's just kind of hanging out here, and everything around it was the next level down. But, whatever, I guess. There, that one's gone. Let me fill in these last two divots that I made. Okay. Now, as soon as I dig out this last little patch over here, that should be all the excavation that I need to do in this area. And I can start building my towers. I could make enough dirt blocks to raise this hillside behind me a little bit, so that all of my towers will actually be standing on the same level like I was talking about in the previous video. I don't think I'm going to bother with that, though. I think once they get out far enough that they're kind of on a lower part of the hillside, I'm just going to build them a little bit taller from the base so that the tops reach the same level. One of these slope towers is up now. I am sitting here debating at the moment how much more of this I want to try and do in this episode. I might try to put up one more, but the longer I work out here, the more likely it is that I'm going to have to spend my night in the coal mine, which actually wouldn't be that awful, but, well, we saw how that went last time. It broke a limb. Still, it probably wouldn't be too bad, and I did bring my mining tools with me, and I brought some coffee, too. So, maybe hanging out in the coal mine tonight wouldn't be that bad a plan. So yeah, I think I am just going to keep going on these towers until either I have all three up, or it's time to go hide in the mine for the night. There's a second one. Let's see if we can get the third one up quickly enough. Here you can see the problem. We've got one corner that's supposed to be, one corner where the level of the ground is a block below the level of the platform that I'm trying to build. So I think what I'm going to do to deal with that is, in fact, just place a flagstone block there and make an extra one. Is it bad that I know exactly how many I need for one of these towers now? There. Problem solved. This tower will just be a little bit taller in that corner. I'll probably also try and, not make this one the primary one that I'm standing on in the middle of the night. Or at least keep in mind which one it is, because there is the possibility that the zombies will start breaking out the dirt underneath it and undermining the whole thing. So I suppose if any of them is likely to be brought down entirely by the zombie horde, it's going to be this one. It's okay, there are 8 more. Okay, all 5? Well, yeah, 5. 3 for this episode, but 5 total. All 5 new towers are now up. I started running out of cobblestone rocks there towards the end, so I had to wait while they crafted in my inventory to finish. But that did mean that I was able to make the perfect number of cobblestone rocks, so I don't have any left over. Which is kind of good, because it means 1 extra open inventory slot while I'm down in the mine. Because it's already 7, so I don't think I'm going to try running back to my main base for tonight. I think I am just going to go hide out in the mine. And my coal mine is this one over here off to the left, so that is the direction I'm going to head. See if we run into any zombies on the way. I haven't seen any at all in this episode. Which is, I mean, in some circumstances that would be nice, but in this case it just kind of annoys me, actually. I have covered this over, so hopefully I won't have any zombies falling on my head this time. I'm going to take out these 2 trees at the sides quickly. That should make sure that I have plenty of wood to get through the night with any shorings that I need to build down here. And hopefully that will give me enough to build the platforms in between all those towers tomorrow. I'm not sure. That could be a little bit light for that, but 1,500. Not really sure how many blocks I'll need. I think wood frame blocks are 4 wood per frame block. I'm not sure why I'm guessing. Why I could just check. 2. So 1,500 actually probably should be an ample supply. Are there really no zombies around? Come on, I want to shotgun something. Well, maybe some zombies will show up for me during the night. Not going to hold my breath, though. They never seem to do what you actually want them to do. Night has actually technically just fallen, and I have been thinking it over while I've been down here hollowing out this little section of the coal mine, and I don't like that I have gone an entire episode without killing a zombie. So I think I am actually going to take my shotgun and go out on the surface and look for trouble tonight. Will I regret that? Almost certainly. But it should be fun. Let me just finish off this little deposit here and add one more layer to that pillar. And then I'll be off. Let's go find some zombies. I hear one. Where are you? There you are. There, I found one. I feel better now. Could do with a few more, though. I suppose I could jump into the base and turn on some of the heat-producing things. That might attract a few. How is there an untouched bird nest right next to where I live? That is very strange. We did wind up back by base anyway, so sure, let's just go ahead and turn all of the appliances on. Before I turn the forge on, though, I should probably make sure that there are things in it to melt down. There, that'll do. 5 minutes should be... Well, I don't know if it'll be good, but it'll be something. What do I need for pumpkin pies again? Because I am running low. Animal fat, pumpkins... I need cornmeal, don't I? I know eggs. Water. I need water also. I don't think I actually have any. That's actually mildly amusing. I don't have any dirty water to boil into clean water in order to make pumpkin pie or any other food. So I think what I'm actually going to do is run down towards the river and fill up some additional water jars and come back with those. Might run into some zombies that way. I think my closest water source is over here. Nope, I see a zombie. I'm not sure why I reloaded twice. That was kind of silly. Anyway, here's our water supply. There's 125 bottles full of murky water, which I can now boil, and then use the boiled water to make pumpkin pie. Mission accomplished. Ooh, and there's some more eggs. I found an unexpectedly large number of unsearched bird nests on that trip. I wonder if I have never gone down to the water that way, or if those have been... or additional bird nests have generated. Here's another zombie. The game did need to update when I started it up today. So it's possible that those bird nests were added by the update in some way. But I guess it's equally probable that I just haven't gone down there before. Because I think previously when I've needed water, I have just relied on snowballs. Since I'm right next to the winter. Now that I have some murky water, let's make some regular water. And then I will be able to make pumpkin pie. It also comes to my mind while I'm doing this that I have never made a crucible for the forge. I'm not sure if I'm able to make a crucible or not. Let me just check down here. Looks like I am not. Which is unfortunate. You need the crucible to be able to create forged steel, which lets you make some of the better items. I think I was hoping to find the schematic for that eventually. Or potentially just find a crucible in loot, because that can happen sometimes. I think for now I will continue to hope that I'm going to find the schematic eventually. Eventually I may have to start investing points in the intellect attributes so that I can get the advanced engineering perk, which is what will let me create the crucible. And steel. For now though, I'm just going to make some more bullet casings. Never have too many of those. Sadly, we are pretty much out of time for this episode. I think this is several episodes in a row now where I have fought a surprisingly small number of zombies. So, that's a little unfortunate, but I guess I will be able to rectify that in the next episode. That will, after all, be a horde night, so I should be able to get my fill of zombies. Thank you for watching. Please leave a like on this video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to my channel to see more content from me, and if you'd like to help my channel grow, please share it with your friends. Goodbye and God bless.